Ooh, for the moment, I think I'm just gonna make myself a little audio note. I'll make my video posting when I get home. Uh, what I wanted to talk about is my theme is self-observation, which is it is it's a foundation of my human activity, self-observation. So I'll talk about in a very practical way when I get home. I'm going to go take a shower. I'm tired. I did a swim today like I can't remember. I'll tell you about that too. Huh? Talk to you later. Pow. Well, that was interesting. I I was about 3 minutes into a I don't know 20-minute video, and at that 3 minute mark, I sneezed, or I was going to sneeze, and so I reached forward to pause, and I didn't think it worked, and it did. And then I continued to talk, and I looked at the counter, and it said 3 minutes and something, and it's like I know I'd been talking for 20 minutes. So it's like, fuck it, let's start all over again, because it is perfect. Um, I wanted to talk about self observation, and I wanted to talk about it, yeah, I guess sometime during my swim today, um, because I notice that that is that's what I do, and when when I don't, then something pokes me, um, some unloving, unjudgmental thought, some opinion that I project, which are the consequences for my not doing self observation. And anyway, today I had planned to go for a swim. There was a nice window between 9 and 11 that didn't have very many. Most of the lanes were open. Uh, Very few reservations for classes. And so, yeah, 9, 10, I'm wandering around the house and I still have my bathrobe on. It's like, looks like I'm not going to make 9 o'clock. And it's like, okay, but I'm still clear about going swimming. So I just keep moving, and I don't know. I did leave the house before 10. I thought, hey, there you go. And I got down to the pool, and at the pool, there's about, I don't know, 10 parking places along the street, just right there at the pool. And yeah, okay, yeah, they're all full. That's okay. I'll find a parking place. And then a set of lights come on in this row of parking places, which means somebody's leaving. I thought that's interesting. So I came around, parked the car, went inside. All these lockers in the locker room, so many of them don't have any keys, which means they're occupied. At least my thought is. And it's like, wow, there must be a lot of people in there. Yeah, it's okay. I'm going for a swim. But I watch, I have this thought, and then it's like, yeah, if there's a lot of people in there, then that's just the way it is. And that will create an interesting opportunity for me. So anyway, I just get myself ready to go out for a swim, and I get out there to the pool, and I think there's seven lanes. And over here it's got one person, there's two, there's two, there's three, there's one. And it's like, wow, almost nobody here. That's interesting. And in my mind, it just told me all of these lockers are full and the pool is full. And I can just say, yeah, and I go for a swim. And so I get in the water with a 50-meter lane. There's one other guy swimming, and I'm fine. Yeah, my my MP3 player is working. It goes and doesn't go, it goes and doesn't go. This morning it was going. And so I had just a nice pace going. And I was in a rhythm with this guy. He swam about the same speed as me, so we didn't have passing issues or anything. And so we were just swimming. And I thought, yeah, at this slower pace, maybe I swim 3 kilometers today. I haven't done 3 in a long time. And usually I do 3 times 1, or 1 kilometer, 1 kilometer, and 2 500s, whatever. But anyway, so in this process of doing my first kilometer, I thought, I'm going to do 1,500 meters without stopping. I'll do that. And this other guy, he's gotten out of the pool. I got the lane to myself. Amazing, and I'm just chugging along, no need for speed, nice pace. And then at 2 kilometers, my MP3 player went off. And it's like, okay, that's interesting. I really had the thinking that I was going to have music, and now I don't. All right, so what we have counting our lanes, our laps, 1, 1, 1, 1. I don't have to just stay with it. So I did my 1.5, and it felt like it. I was tired after 1.5. And then it's like, okay, now let's play with our MP3 player. Got it working. And started off again. So I'm in lap 7. And I'm thinking, ooh, there's going to be a lap 17. There's going to be a lap 27 if I do 1,500 meters. That's 30 laps. And it's like, no, 7. Get to the wall, turn around, 8. And I think I said, now I'm swimming on my own. Now somebody joins. And this person is really fast, which is no problem for me. I just stay right over next to the floaters. We swim these circles, and so they have no problem passing me. And what was interesting is this was I would call it a person doing training. So they would do this, and they would change they would use this stroke and that stroke. So sometimes she was not going very fast at all. So then I needed to pass. But now I pass. But I observe that my mind can say, what the fuck's she doing? And why is it? It's like, hey. 9. Gratitude. That's my sister over there. She is fit. And she's doing so many different strokes, and I got one. I can do. I can do the crawl. That's all I can do. And I can't even do the breaststroke anymore because since they replaced my right knee, I can't do a frog kick, they say. So anyway, I'm just moving right on through the water, and then here come a third person, and it's like, hey, brother, we're in this thing together, and 18 and 19, and my MP3 player is still working. And I'm getting into my last 500 meters, and I'm really tired. And it's like, yeah, it is what it is. You're going to do 3 kilometers, 2 times 1,500. Amazing. Not what you expected, not something that you worked toward, just some arbitrary decision that you made for yourself as a personal challenge. And whether you did it or not, it's just amazing. I like having experiences that are not planned, and I like surprising me. And so anyway, I just wanted to share. This. It sounds very simple, but I know that for me, I can have a first thought that opens a door for me to go down the rabbit hole and to end up hurting me and sometimes hurting other people. And that my work is to observe my thoughts and often keep this thing closed. I came home. I did some shopping first. Came home, had a nice talk with a person I've been talking with for years and supporting their personal process. And they were telling me this story about how they had had a really intense experience, kind of a bit unexpected, and so of course I want to talk about this. And what happened is he spoke with someone about the topic of politics. Okay. He then told me that, well, me and these others, had actually made a decision that we were not going to talk politics anymore because it just didn't work. And so then he went on to talk a bit about what was said and how he felt. He felt rejected, and I said, "Guess what? Rejection is not a feeling. Rejection is a thought. Rejection is a conclusion drawn by your intellect that is being influenced by your emotions." Because rejection is not a feeling, it's an experience that my mind creates. I can be fearful, I can be sad, I can be happy, I don't think confusion is necessarily a feeling. Confusion can create a feeling, but anyway, rejection is not a feeling. It's a belief. I draw conclusions based on what they say and how they say it, and then I create this experience that says, I feel rejected. And so we talked about it. And I said, didn't you tell me in the beginning of this story that you had agreed to not talk about politics? And he said, yes, we've had trouble in the past, and so we just decided we don't talk about politics. And I said, so that's all there is then. You just chose to do something that you know doesn't work for you. And so everything after that is just the consequence of choosing to do something that you know doesn't work for you. So all the things that you said, all the things that they said, they're just the consequence. And I said, so metaphorically, if I would be walking with a glass and it's got too much water in it and I spill the water and I say, oh, oops, and I go get a towel and I wipe up the water and I just go about my business. Or I spill the water and it's, Jesus Christ, I spilled some fucking water and wow, what's wrong with me? And then I step in it and I slip and I fall and I knock the chair over and break the chair and hurt my ass and but basically I spilled some water. I didn't stop and clean it up. It's that simple. And I go back to my days in Alcoholics Anonymous, and they have these things, papers on the wall, and keep it simple. Actually, they say KISS, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. and so yeah, I recognize that most of my experiences are just the consequences of my choosing to observe my thoughts or my choosing to not observe my thoughts, my choosing to consume thoughts or foods or drinks or activities or individuals or environments that I know historically don't support my inner peace. And I don't go outside to to work on it, I just like wander into it, and then I don't understand why it hurts so much and why I get so angry or other people get upset with me. It's like, yeah, I just drift in, and I drift in there because I'm not watching me and I'm not listening to me, and I think, oh, I should be able to do this. It's like, yeah, I said that 41 years ago about alcohol. And it's like, yeah, no, I can't do alcohol. And it's like there's quite a few things that I don't do. There's a whole lot of shit that I do, and pretty amazing stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. The simple thing I am, there's all of the psychology and psychiatry. All of these things are fantastic tools for healing or recovery or whatever. But I've had to get to this really simple place of saying I have to take responsibility that I am creating all of my experiences with my thoughts, words, and actions, and that's all. Point. And so anyway, that's my little talk about self-observation, and I'll do it tonight, and I'll do it tomorrow, and I'll do it the day after. And if I bump into something, it's because I'm not self-observing. Point. It's that simple. And yeah, I had quite a day, and I'm tired. That was a big swim for me. My honey and I are going to visit for a little while, and then she's going to go into her office. So I guess I'm going to crawl into the Keller and do some weight training while she's doing office work because, yeah, why not? So have an amazing Tuesday, and yeah, I'm not going to add any more to this tonight. I'll talk maybe tomorrow, okay? Pow, pow.